All right, right at the top of this video here about Sugar Control Keto Gummies reviews. If you're seeing something online about reversing type 2 diabetes, and it's called Sugar Control Keto Gummies, and you're looking up reviews, you want to know whether or not it's a scam or legit, here's what I'm seeing about this. This to me does not look like it has any legitimacy whatsoever. I cannot find any sort of credible backing from medical professionals, from doctors, hospitals, universities, or anything like that. You cannot find an official website that has information about who creates the product, credible information, trying to be transparent about who is behind, the making of it, the bottling of it, where the bottling occurs, or anything like that. And here's what I'm seeing with this. I'm seeing deepfakes with AI generated audio in TikTok ads, meaning that TikTok is accepting money from scammers to allow scam ads. And the people who are doing this might not think of themselves as scammers, but they are scammers because they're using deepfake AI technology to make it look like people like Dr. Oz and others, endorse this. So if you're looking for Sugar Control Keto Gummies reviews, I've got the review. And the review is that there's a lot of marketing out there. And it seems to be the only marketing that I can find, at least coming into the US, or available in Google search results that has legitimacy. And it doesn't look good. It looks like they're trying to sell you on scam claims about reversing type 2 diabetes and so forth and so on. Also, please hit the like button down below, the thumbs up button. That'll help my video get out there in Google and YouTube search results so that other people can find my video and benefit from what I'm making here. So, Sugar Control Keto Gummies reviews. Let's take a look at the Dr. Oz ad that I mentioned just for a second here.
Diabetic, did you know the color of your urine can reveal what even your A1C test can't? I'm going to show you a home trick that forces your body to flush the insulin-eating parasite out through your urine before you even go to bed. Tonight is the last time I'm sharing this here. Just a 15-second native trick forces your body to urinate out this disgusting creature.
So they're always claiming these sorts of scam ads. So there's a parasite and this special recipe or mixture or whatever having to do with this product is going to help you do that. But it's not going to end up being a recipe. That's part of the lie. The 15-second native trick, the reversal ritual, whatever they want to call it, something having to do with a pantry ingredient, fruit, vegetable, whatever. Pantry ingredients, wow, we can make it at home. No, it's going to always end up being a bottle of supplements, pills, dropper bottle, whatever. In this case, it looks like it's claimed to be like a bottle of keto gummies, which, go see a doctor. Don't trust something like this. If you see an ad out there like this with a famous person or a not famous person and the lip movement doesn't look quite right, it's probably a deep fake with AI generated audio. So again, Sugar Control Keto Gummies reviews and complaints. If you're looking around for information about this, it is not something that has legitimacy and from what I've found so far. And so I'm here to make this video to inform people to go speak to a doctor because there is not enough content out there trying to tell people to stay away from this sort of thing. And with the amount of ads that I'm seeing out there, TikTok is not taking the ads down. They're profiting from the ads. Why would they do that? Is, I guess, their attitude. Why would they enforce their rules, their policies in a more strict way? Because, that would mean they would bring in less revenue from scam ads. The same thing with Meta. Same thing with other advertising platforms, whatever. It's very sad. So with this, I'm seeing Portuguese, which to me normally means Brazil in my eyes, whatever. Let's hit play and watch a little bit more of this Dr. Oz ad. Then I'm going to show you other ads I saw as well with other famous people.
Lower A1C in just a few hours. 9 out of 10 Americans have type 2 and less than 1% know it. The real culprit of type 2 isn't sugar or carbs, but a 1.2-inch parasite that lives attached to the pancreas, sucking out your beta cells and insulin. This parasite causes fatigue, excessive hunger, frequent bathroom trips, and tingling in your hands and feet.
And you may have seen Morgan Freeman, Halle Berry, something like that, right? I got the Halle Berry one right here.
Drinking warm water with cinnamon before bed eliminates this parasite from the pancreas and resets blood sugar levels and reverses type 2.
So she didn't actually say these things. Again, it's a deep fake, and I don't know why she has a lisp. They give people in these ads lisps, and that's kind of strange.
This is the last time I'm sharing this here. Just a 15-second native trick forces your body to urinate out this disgusting creature and lower A1C.
Just to be clear, this is not just a deep fake. I'm sorry. This is a completely AI-generated Halle Berry here, holding a fake Bragg apple cider vinegar bottle because, scammers often include apple cider vinegar or other pantry ingredients like lemon juice, vinegar, or whatever, to make people think something in their house is going to solve a major health issue. And that's just never going to be the case. It's not a recipe. It's not endorsed by celebrities. Sugar Control Keto Gummies reviews and complaints. If you're looking around for information about this, whether or not it's a scam or legit, Sugar Control Keto Gummies ingredients. Sugar Control Keto Gummies Walmart. I saw it on Walmart.com, right? You may have seen it as well. It does not make it legitimate. It just means that Walmart accepts third-party listings on their website from people trying to sell products that are propped up in some manner by marketing like this that is not legitimate. And so the people behind the Walmart.com listings might be able to say, hey, draw a line from us to that marketing. We have nothing to do with it. But the problem with that is that people will see this marketing, they will search for it, they will then find it on Walmart.com and order it, whether or not the people on Walmart.com have anything to do with it or not. You might be saying, well, is there a product called Sugar Control Keto Gummies that has nothing to do with the scam marketing that might have some health benefits? I've not seen anything about that. To confirm that, again, go see a doctor.
In just a few hours, 9 out of 10 Americans have type 2 and less than 1% know it. The real culprit of type 2 isn't sugar or carbs, but a 1.2-inch parasite.
And you may have seen one of these ads that then went to something about 60 Minutes and Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Maybe you saw Sugar Control Keto Gummies, 60 Minutes, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil McGraw, maybe Tom Hanks, Halle Berry, and I think Randy, whatever his name is, from Randy Jackson, is that it? From American Idol? I saw that as well. And that's on a website that these ads will go to. And that's just a further extension of the scam. And the people behind that website, of course, won't tell you who they are because they know that what they're doing isn't above board. And they're trying to get as much money, squeeze as much money out of that as they can before moving on to the next thing where they're going to likely rename Sugar Control Keto Gummies to something else and try to sell it with other marketing, other deepfakes, other garbage. All right, here's another one that I saw with this woman. I'm not sure who she is, but it's another deepfake probably.
Drinking warm water with cinnamon before bed eliminates this parasite from the pancreas and resets blood sugar levels and reverses type 2.
So they're acting like mixing some sort of oranges or orange peels with cinnamon and some other liquid, maybe vinegar or water, is a special mixture or recipe that's going to help you. But again, they're going to offer you a bottle of supplements at the end of this. The money-back guarantee will be questionable. Other information about it, like, will it be a subscription? Will it be really expensive? Will they actually charge you the amount of money they claim they're going to charge you, or are they going to charge you more? I see these sorts of problems all the time with these sorts of scams. And this one looks no different in my eyes so far.
Drinking warm water with cinnamon before bed eliminates this parasite from the pancreas and resets blood sugar levels and reverses type 2. This is the last time I'm sharing this here. Just a 15-second native trick forces your body to urinate out this disgusting creature. And
another one here. And so the website that I was taken to from those ads, at least here in early January 2026, was pinksaltforlife.online. And, it's got the word parasite and some other Portuguese words, whatever, in the URL that I noticed. And it has some stuff like, it's going to be taken down. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about it. And they have the New York Times, CBS, ABC, Fox, and CNN. And they've got these pretty looking red bottles of Sugar Control Keto Gummies. Again, if you're looking for Sugar Control Keto Gummies reviews, my review is, of the marketing at least, it doesn't look good, and that I want you to go see a doctor. They claim on the pinksaltforlife.online website that it's FDA approved, and it is not. And it talks about sugar control research as the name of the firm supposedly behind this. They have fake images of people holding the bottles, AI-generated images next to supposed reviews that are likely fake, of course, that are fake. They have ingredients. So if you're looking for Sugar Control Keto Gummies ingredients, they claim you're going to get a bunch of interesting stuff like grape seed extract, green tea, African mango, Gymnema sylvestre, whatever that is. And they claim FDA approved several times on the page. They mention Harvard, National Center for Biotechnology Information, PubMed, the Lancet Planetary Health, and the National Institute of Mental Health, a bunch of stuff. But they won't really tell you much more about who they are, where it's coming from, or anything like that. Because again, like I told you, they're not really wanting you to figure out what's all going on behind all this. Also about Sugar Control Keto Gummies, if you see anything about Billie Jean King or the Today Show, they also have nothing to do with this. So there's some scam marketing going on out there about that as well. It says it's not going to be auto-shipped on the final page on My Cart Panda. It's a one-time fee, secure and discreet payment. 60-day money-back guarantee, but like I told you, you can't really trust that. 42,534 reviews they claim for an average score of 9.3 out of 10. But that is those numbers, 42,534 reviews, is a number I see on lots of different scam pages. So that's not a genuine score. That's just a thing that's carried from scam page to scam page. So you can't trust that. Lots of stuff here you can't trust. What you can trust is going to see a doctor. Even if you have a doctor that you didn't like, you're like, I don't trust doctors, big pharma, right? But ask a friend, hey, do you like your doctor? Who are they? Should I make an appointment? Find someone with a doctor that they like, that they have trust in. Go speak to someone. Don't fall for a textbook online scam instead of going to see a medical professional. It doesn't make any sense. Comment, and subscribe. That would really help. And hit the thanks button down below. And the join button is really big. I hope that you got something out of this. Comment, subscribe, thanks, join, and thank you for watching.